to have it not really make that big of a difference. Red side, Starbuck is pushing in the wave. Meanwhile, Nasus was just taking Gromp. So Starbuck is going to, I think he's going to go retreat now and back. Nasus is going to push out the wave while Starbuck goes and buys. And bot side, looks like, again, nothing super fancy going on. Red team is just kind of getting their last hits, trading it out. And Son of a Star and Lowen are just kind of trying to take advantage of the poke and the range that they have. Oh my gosh, Son of a Star getting ulted, has to flash out. Not Lowen does actually get Ezreal. Vi coming in here low and doesn't have ult, so can't jump on Lowen. So there was a great rotation by the red team, just not soon enough, and unfortunately, as Misfortune ulted to try and catch Seraphine, Son of a Star was able to flash out. Oh my gosh, we're seeing Akali here get going again. Another double kill, and red team is going to secure the Infernal Dragon. And then, oh gosh, we're seeing Vi jump in on not Lowen or Ezreal. Going to use the Blast Plant to get away. So red team, again, another double kill for Akali. Very hard to deal with once Akali gets going. And Nasus again kind of left to farm on top by themselves. But red team does have a substantial lead, about almost 2,000 gold. And at the moment, if they'd like, they can start to position for the Rift Herald. Looks like Tweak's going to get some damage out on Vi. Could get collapsed on here. And nope, they are going to secure the scuttle, and it looks like they could position for the Rift Herald or a fight for Rift Herald. Vi is going in, gets in on Tweak. Akali jumps into another kill for Akali, and the Nasus ult gets a kill on Vi, and Akali is going to leave. I think at this point, Akali and Starbuck probably could start the Rift Herald fight, and they thought about it, but they're going to go back to lane. Bot side, that one girl getting pushed in by Sun and Ezreal and Seraphine. A lot of range on those champs, and just the range on the Seraphine stuff is going to be hard for that one girl to deal with on Misfortune. But Ola's back now. Oh, huge ult comes out from Ezreal, chunks Misfortune, and Ola is, again, just kind of not really near that one girl, so that one girl taking a bunch of shots. Meanwhile, up top, we do see the Rift Herald go down. Red team, again, jumping in to get some cleanup kills. Akali is going to get Nasus for a double kill again. That is the third double kill Akali's had. And red team does have, again, a sizable lead, 8-2, about 2,000 gold lead. And
it's interesting, you know, with the scoreboard, 8-2, and Akali as big as she is, but only a 2,000 gold lead. So really, assuming Akali isn't a factor in a fight, they really have a chance.
Oh, Starbuck getting involved in the Nasus fight. Nasus does ult. Starbuck going for the ult as well, but it looks like Nasus is going to win out due to the ult health increase. And that's good for Nasus. You definitely don't want Set to get going. Red team again securing scuttle. Like you said, Akali does have has all this power, about 7,500 gold, and has Gunblade. Nearly has 2 complete items. But yeah, it's interesting. Akali's been roaming well, but thus far, neither of the teams have really lost a turret, so the power that Akali has had has not been really used to otherwise influence the map. Oh, jumping on Nasus up top. Nasus is going to go down. Blue team's going to drop the Rift Herald to secure mid-turret. Meanwhile, Red team's going to get first turret top side after they get the Nasus. Hold on, I do have to drop off here for a second. I'll be right back.
Tweak looking for a tower dive on that one girl. Backs off. Mid, we've got a fight. Laserhawk and Starbuck just barely get away from Brand and Seraphine. Looks like we're posturing for a dragon fight, but red team jungler is low. Vi doesn't have a lot of health to work with, so if Kha'Zix is full health, it looks like blue team would have the advantage here, especially with Akali backing right now. Oh, Akali didn't cancel the back, that's a good call. They can CC Akali and shut her down. A huge shift in gold.
Blue team champion slain.
Akali gets away though, and Brand dies in the exchange. So Kha'Zix is starting the dragon, and red team's kind of just backed off the lane, duo lanes, recalling, Baron lane training. Yep, Kha'Zix gets his dragon. Now let's take a second to look at the scoreboard again. Still not a huge gold lead. Blue team's doing a good job staying in the fight for sure. Still Akali with a huge gold lead, but actually Ezreal catching up fast with 7,100 to Akali's 8,500. I think really the right fight picked at the right time, and blue team could be winning this game pretty quickly.
Blue team lost a turret.
Red team secured a turret down bot, but it looks like Nasus is way out of position deep in the jungle.
Blue team has slain the Rift Herald.
But that positioning actually gave blue team time to steal the Rift Herald. So
I am
maybe
back.
that was a fair trade.
Yeah, it was a distraction, a diversion, if you would.
That is that's how they work. Or sacrificial lamb.
Yep.
Sacrificial giant Egyptian dog.
And Vi going in here. Oh, the collapse on the Tweak. Tweak's able to get away. Looks like Seraphine's going to get some good poke on to set. But again, 3-man dive is hard to live through. And there's a decent wave coming. So there could be a decent fight here. Nasus is back though. Yep, and so actually blue team kind of coming back now. Red team is going to have to run.
Interesting.
Top
in
side.
picturing if we look at the scoreboard, you know, we've said it a couple times while you're gone. I was looking at the scoreboard again, and it's already evened up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just like we
looking
said,
at
that
like
was
500 gold. Yeah.
That was enough. And I continue to see Ezreal just farming so well, not low and making sure to keep his gold up. So
yeah, and Son of a Star is having has had a lot of impact. There's that Seraphine range just between her little poke move and then her ult has just been very effective so far. Again, we're seeing Akali had to get out, and here we're seeing Vi jumps in, but Tweak's just gonna barely make it out of there, and that one girl's gonna have to leave. They have enough minions, I think, to take that turret if they wanted to, and they're gonna get the tier 2.
The game shift.
Yep. Yeah, it's about 2k gold at the moment. Just in that little exchange, and we're seeing a fight up top. Set is going into Nasus. Nasus again ults and has got the ignite on. Set's got to go, and blue team is going to come collapse. Oh, Ezreal gets a huge shot off with the ult on to Set, and Starbuck's able to make it out. Tweak trying to get in there, but he walks into the proximity of Akali and so is sighted. So here we go. We've got a top team fight kind of gathering here as red looks to protect their turret, and blue team just kind of leaves once they realize they can't push the wave in further.
Looks
Tweak
like blue
pushing
team-
mid, but is gonna get collapsed on here.
Ooh. Flashes out.
Yep, flashes out, and the Vi's not able to jump on him. So, all right, Dragon is up. Red team is positioned in mid for the most part, but blue has got Dragon positioning in river, and is going to start. Tweak is going to have no trouble getting it at all. Red team though, huge ult coming out by Misfortune, and here the Nasus is getting involved, is going to probably go down.
Nasus not able to get any of the kills there.
Ooh, not Lowen trying to get out, is going to get taken out by that one girl, but not before taking out the set.
So if we don't see red team do anything here, surprisingly, I think blue team, they gave up a little bit of a gold lead they had started to get, but they secured Dragon. Oh, they're looking to go Baron right now. I don't think they have the timer or the health to go for it.
I would agree. I don't think so either. And I think at this point, it's just resources wasted. Even with Akali there, they just don't have the health. And basically all they're doing is setting up for blue team to come in, capitalize on a couple kills, and steal Baron. So good for them to leave. That was the right choice. Definitely don't get executed by Baron. And the Rift Herald is out, just kind of wandering the map. So I wonder, I have to imagine they see it. Blue team knows, so they're going to do all they can to push it, and Rift Herald's going to get...
Yeah, they're trying to clear the landing strip for that Rift
I was
Herald
gonna
to go ahead and give the tower a hug.
Get in that presidential escort.
But you know, they peeled off early. You really needed that last... If they all three stayed, cleared that wave instantly. There's ooh. But blue team finds a kill. They still get the turret anyway.
Oh, we're seeing a teleport in here from Set, who's going to...
melted.
Oh my gosh, yep. And red team trying to collapse, but the blue team kind of pressuring them back. The brand is here, and on top of that, Ezreal is here doing a ton of damage. And I think, yep, Vi has to S1 out of there and is going to survive. Vi very, very good at getting away if she has skills and nobody to impede her through walls. And blue team, yeah, they're just going to be able to collect that turret, and they're up. Imagine this right now, the game 2 minutes ago, even in gold. Now they're up 5k in gold. So quite the swing there. Still down in kills, but they're way up in gold at this point. And Tweak jumping in on Morgana for the isolation is going to get him. Ooh, Tweak now trying to hop out, does get the hop, and is going to get a kill and effectively leave the fight. And Nass is going back to topside, just kind of doing Nass does, farm up and split push. Oh, we're seeing a team fight here. Son of a Star is going to get down by Akali. Brand could also be subject to this. No, Tweak's gonna get in. Oh, Akali jumps in, gets a sick double kill.
And, I wasn't expecting that at all.
I was not either. And then Vi, looks like Vi got into a scrap with Nasus, who took care of her rather quickly. We do see Misfortune and Akali moving to intercept Nasus, but honestly, even though Nasus's ult is down, he could still be problematic enough, especially now with Ezreal coming. So here we go. Yeah, that one girl is taking substantial damage. Yep, and especially now that Ezreal is here. Akali's Shroud, huge, but Akali's gonna be able to get away if she wants, and not Lowen going very hard. Oh, Ola shows up just a little bit late. Definitely not time to really engage, but does manage to thwart them from taking the turret and managed to stay alive.
You know, one of the things that happened there was they went to cover Nasus split pushing, and it appeared like Nasus disappeared, and so when they came to clear the wave, Misfortune walked towards Krugs, and for someone like Misfortune who can get killed in an instant if caught out, that was actually an aggressive positioning, even though it seemed probably at the time that there was no one there. Huge dragon fight happening right now.
Yep. And the Seraphine ult, huge. Nasus is going to get in. And Tweak, again, just jumping in, solo damage. And the blue team is just running away with it now at this point with Elder Dragon. They do have the health and the team to go for Baron. I know Sun's on their team, and I'm sure he's saying, yes, let's start the Baron. Red team's going to have to deal with waves, and they just don't have a jungler or the kill pressure to go contest Baron. So they're going to have to deal with Baron pushing in for a little bit. But Nasus is immediately going to walk up to the top side, got a couple cannons and a full strength Nasus along with Baron buff. Could very easily deal with Akali by himself, but with Misfortune showing up, it is going to be a bit hard. Nasus is going to retreat. Meanwhile, blue team is looking to again kind of just push waves. Tweak jumping in on Vi. They are going to secure that tier 2 turret bot, and top side they're also going to secure the tier 2 turret. The power of Baron, they might even take this inhibitor. In fact, they're going to have no problem taking it. Seraphine ult is out, followed up by the Ezreal ult. Just deletes somebody. I can't even remember who it was. Red team's really just going down at this point. Ezreal and Seraphine on a tear. Baron buff is never one you want to contest. And GG's, the blue side pushes in all the turrets and takes it.
Really was an interesting game to kind of just a case study of down in kills but up in, you know, over 6,000 gold. You know, they got a bunch of kills at the end which put them up in kills, but for most of the game they were behind in actual kills, but they started being up in gold and dominating the map.
Yeah, it's like you said, the Akali had 6 kills very early, a lot of great rotations, but just couldn't really do anything with that kill pressure. And so even though they were up in kills, blue team was still able to stay in the game and capitalize on the objectives and stay in the game gold wise. And then at the end there, they shrunk the kill deficit. But you know, they were vastly in control of the game, you know, once they started to build their lead. So
can we get some appreciation for Not Lowen, OK Rainman, Tweaker, and the Tweakest? Like, can we get some appreciation in chat, please and thank you? Like, these people carried hard. Do you think a 10-0 Akali does anything to them? No, not at all.
You know, honestly,
the only reason that Akali got so fed was because I kept going in on bad times and I gave him 5 early game kills.
Do you know what all you actually did? You just made it more interesting. You made sure that they didn't FF.
I knew my potential as Kha'Zix, so I just had to give him a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It was training weeks. And then, do you know what? And then you even left the Discord voice chat, like the call. Yeah. So, like, it was... And then as soon as you came back, it was Rock Lee dropping his training weights. But we actually win this time.
You know, I saw Son of a Star on Seraphine, and I thought surely he must want to win because he's got no shame playing this character, and and Not Lowen. There was this one time very early game that one girl had a great ult started on Seraphine who flashed out, and Not Lowen just kind of walks up and goes boop, and and
Not
gets the kill.
I am like I'm just wow. I'm just in awe over here.
Well, thank you.
Oh my goodness. That's all I can say.
That
Yeah,
one girl's like,
you
I'll
gotta
be studying these
slip
tapes.
drop to, slip drop to dual lane.